Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Johnson. I have some fun things here that my son Aaron and I collected in our yard so that we can create a fairy or gnome garden, depending on what you're looking to hunt for. So it was a little bit overcast outside, so I decided to do this inside. I have an egg crate. Now, do you need an egg crate? No, you don't. But I'm gonna use that right now. And I've got a few pine cones that I found. Let's see. And then I went to look for some rocks. Now, why am I making a fairy garden? Of course, Mrs. Johnson, look, I pulled some grass out of a rocky area in my yard. I thought this would be a fun activity that you guys could do at home with your parents. Now, do not go scavenging outside without an adult because they'll be able to tell you if something is safe for you to pick up or not, okay? Things like poison ivy and poison oak are starting to grow. So I'm gonna put this rock here. Whoop, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. There we go. And we wanna be very careful as we do this that we create a space that would be welcoming. And my son picked these cute little flowers, and we're just gonna stand these up over here and have those leaning. Now, is there like a right or wrong way to make a fairy garden? No, or a gnome garden. I know Mrs. Barber had some fun gnome things going on. Ooh, another little plant. And we're just gonna kind of stack these things to be fun. Now, here's what I did. I took 2 Ziploc bags and I went outside with my son and I said, let's look for things that would be great for a fairy garden. And he said, oh, Mom, I know exactly where to look. And we headed to just the edge of our yard and we found these beautiful little flower things. And we found some sticks, and he was very adamant that the sticks had to be big enough, but also have a little bit of a curve to them. So we've got some curvy sticks. I don't know if this looks good at all. I've never done this before, but we're just gonna have some fun with it. And I've even got some moss-covered sticks. Fairies love moss, and I'm gonna make a little step stool there. And we have a little section of rocks that had some moss growing on it. So I pulled that off of the rocks, no damage to the yard. And we're gonna put that on those steps. And let's see if I can find anything else. A few more sticks. And I think I have just about created my fairy garden space. So that one doesn't wanna stay. So I did mine in an egg crate because I'm inside and I didn't wanna make a huge mess. But if you guys want to go outside and create it, find a rock in your yard, in your garden. I found a little acorn shell that's emptied out. I'm gonna put that there. And just look for things that look small and tiny and that you could put together to create a space that would be ideal for your little fairies to come visit. Now, I am making a total mess in Mrs. Barber's classroom, so I'll have to make sure that I do a good job of cleaning up. But have fun with it, be creative, and just explore. This is a fun way to find something and build something with what you find outside in nature. Now, as springtime's happening, the flowers are growing. These flowers were kind of off at the edge of our yard. They actually, I think, are more weeds than flowers, which is why I was okay with them being picked. But you can find fun things outside to create your little fairy garden landscape, right? And then take pictures of it and share them with your friends. So I'm gonna challenge you to create for yourself a fun little space and just have fun outside with this. Obviously, if it's raining, you can't really go outside, but if you scavenge in the morning and your parents are okay and have a safe space for you to create inside, you could create inside in something like an egg crate and then move it outside when the rain stops. Egg crates are biodegradable, so they're not gonna hurt the environment if you leave them outside. And there's something that's just gonna create a fun little space for you and your fairy or gnome friends. I hope this brings a little bit of joy to your day, and I hope you have fun outside creating a fairy garden space. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye, boys and girls.